Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and everything in between. It's David Starlight coming to you live from Australia, and it's morning here. So I started with the morning, but for many of you it's evening, it's nighttime. Some of you it's quite late. So welcome back to the show. Please do like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and please like if you're on Facebook. It helps the algorithms and supports the show. We do some spiritual insights every week, same time, same place. Spiritual insights, spiritual readings, psychic readings, and a variety of other things like mediumship and answering questions. We all have many questions, future predictions at times, reading the energy of the world. I'm a bit of an energy intuitive, so I tune into what's going on in the world, and we can always discuss it. I'm interested in points of view. We all have a point of view. Everyone has something to say about the world, and everyone has a valid point of view. You know, there's so many points of view, and it's like almost like an infinite matrix of viewpoints. It's not necessarily right or wrong. It's a different way of seeing the world. Some things work, some things are more effective than other things. So it's not that every idea is a great idea. It's just that it's like part of the universe. So that idea is part of the universe. And some things you do, it's like if you want to be fit, you can do many things and not just one approach to being fit. But certain things are going to work better if you're looking at a certain, for instance, if you're looking at performance, there are going to be certain ingredients that are required or that help you perform more optimally in a better way. So life is like that as well. It's always a journey, and there's many ingredients that make up this journey. There's many factors, many viewpoints, many causes and conditions, and we're here to dance around. We're here to enjoy ourselves. We're here to learn. We're here to embrace the opportunity we have and experience many changes. One thing that is true is that things are constantly changing. So welcome, everyone. Please do share the show. And let's get this rolling. Lovely to see you all, wherever you are. I see Marianne. I just have you up there. Good morning, Australia. And Marianne, you're in New York, I believe, the city that never sleeps. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. So is that true? Do you never sleep? This is a link to a lot of my like my YouTube channel. There's needs a space between some of them, so maybe it's not clear. But if you look below on the blue bar, you can see all sorts of things. So just look, and you can always send me a personal message. During this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me earn money. So a digital gift that helps me earn money. Stars, support the show. Say hi if you're online, and sorry for going on a bit late this morning. We're usually on the hour, so thank you for your patience. And my computer's even slowed down. I need to reset it. I tend to leave it on standby, and after a few days, it definitely gets pretty slow and cumbersome. This laptop, I think, is about 3 years old, so it's just slowing down. So apologies if you were waiting for me to go live. Here I am. Marianne says, yes, it doesn't sleep. People work while others sleep, and food establishments are open. And welcome to Kim. Kim's been going through a lot lately, so thank you for being here, Kim, and sending good thoughts to you, kind thoughts to you, and for your harmony, for your mental well-being, sending you good thoughts. And how's your day been over there? It's a balmy Tuesday afternoon. How is it going? You have such a cool picture with the sun behind you, I think. And I love that picture. It's like the sun is shining, which is fantastic. Look at those rays of sunshine. And there's something very special about light, particularly we get the light from the sun. Sometimes, you don't really experience that. The sun is sort of behind a million clouds, and it can be quite a gloomy, as you say, a gloomy day. It's a little bit gloomy out here as well. You don't experience the sun, but that picture, it's like when you actually have the sun and you can see those rays, and it's really quite. It's pretty inspiring. It's quite an amazing thing that we have this sun, that we have this, just to make sense of it and to be like, wow, like our whole life depends on this ball of fire, that floats around the galaxy wherever we are, floats around. I think we float around the sun, not the other way around, but in astronomy, the way it used to be, they thought the center of the universe was the Earth, and everything went around the Earth, including the sun. So now we know that, of course, we're part of the universe. We're not the center of the universe, although there are interesting theories that the Earth may play an important role in the universe. We certainly are a planet of variety. This is a place where incredible variety. So it's a kind of a laboratory here, I believe, where we have lots of different species, lots of exploration, definitely creativity. I would say this is a planet of creativity. And what do you think of that, Kim? Aura, good morning, welcome, and what a beautiful flower that is. Where are you coming from today? How is it going? Welcome back to the show. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about the year? It's already now February the 5th or 4th. Welcome, Jimmy. Jimmy's in the house. How are you doing? Yeah, a bit of a headache today, Jimmy, but thanks for asking. I have to be quite careful with my shoulders. Get a tension in the neck and shoulders. So I need a massage every day, pretty much. Jimmy, how are you? Marianne, the only planet that supports life, and I don't know what that means, class, according to NASA. The only planet that supports life, well, that is not true, Marianne. This is not the only planet that supports life. There are billions and billions of planets in the universe. There's multiverses, so certainly this is not the only planet with life. I don't know what that means, class, according to NASA. Maybe I don't know what NASA's talking about, but don't believe NASA. Started off mess, but things are working out. So are you talking about 2025? That's good. Things are flowing, or things are moving, and sometimes we just need to take one little step, and it can require a bit of bravery. One little step, one little brave step, brave new world, stepping into the unknown. And for everyone, it's hard. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. But absolutely, Aura, that's great to hear. You are working things out. That's what we're here to do. And life can be pretty messy. You just think of, I spend a bit of time in the garden these days, and it gives you an insight into, when you use the word messy, there's something amazing about soil and fertile soil, and I was just yesterday getting all this dirt all over me, all this mess all over me. But things are growing, and that's what they love. They love lots of, I don't know what you call it, humus, and something like that. Lots of growth, lots of enzymes, and all sorts of earthworms. I just pulled out a weed yesterday, and this like beautiful earthworm jumped out, and I was like, wow, what a beautiful earthworm. Marianne, class M in the Milky Way. There are planets with other nitrogen oxygen combinations. M is the class we can breathe. Okay. But when you talk about life, there's many kinds of life, and certain life forms we may not even know about yet. We may not be able to observe in other dimensions, and they may be living in a cloud on Venus, for instance. So there's a lot going on in the clouds of Venus. So Google Venus, for instance. Mars has Moon and Mars. I've seen pictures with structures on both those planets, so there's evidence of life, or at least previous life. And there's theories that Mars was a really viable planet, like almost like Earth, but it got destroyed, and but there's still evidence of previous civilizations on Mars. So really interesting to think about that, to consider that possibility. NASA, I think even Donald Trump has mentioned Mars, and this idea of a mission to Mars has been around for a pretty long time. I think about 3 or 4 decades, even I think back in the 70s or something, or the 80s, they were saying the next adventure is Mars. So that's manned mission to Mars. That's the pioneering spirit of humanity. Asul, good morning and welcome to the show. Just a request to share the show just to get things going. I'm on a bit late today, so a bit of apologies to you all for being a bit late. Jimmy had a heck, I think you mean neck. And where are you again, Jimmy? Sorry about the neck, but it went away eventually, but my neck was incredibly stiff. Yeah, it's something that I struggle with, and if I don't get a lot of treatment, it's I can have 2-3 days in a week with kind of debilitating headaches. Today's not too bad right now. It was just really stiff this morning. I had a long shower, like I do like the warmth. I give myself massage in the shower, so that helped a bit to ease the tension. But a lot of us have these issues, so that's we share the same human body. So the human body has some issues. It's not the perfect specimen. Some people also theorize that this is really not ideal at all, the human body. Imagine if we had 4 legs or 6 legs, it would probably be a lot easier to get around. To maneuver on 2 legs is it's a strange one when you think about it. You just think 2 legs, it doesn't seem stable, because you always have with a chair you need those 3 legs to be stable. 3 is like the minimum. And then 4 is like really, really stable. But 3 is like the minimum to be stable. So why don't we have 3 legs? 3 legs, that would be like stable. 2 legs is like, how do we even stay in balance? How do we walk? It just seems like you're just not stable on 2 legs. But it'll be interesting. We need the hands, and a lot of what we do as human beings, it's all about our hands. Just look at those hands. That's how we create things, how we make things. And if you think of dolphins, which apparently are much smarter than human beings, they don't have any hands. They just hang out. They just hang out in the ocean, and they are very much, we're called human beings, but dolphins are very much dolphin beings. They are in the ocean experiencing the marine life, and they're not building anything. These dolphins they just experience the world. They're very emotionally intelligent. They've got lots of extrasensory abilities, and we're very much just hanging out in the ocean, chilling out, playing, whatever they do as whales and dolphins. Very smart animals, whales and dolphins. But they don't have hands. They don't have hands. So we have these hands, and also we're not in the water, so we can do all sorts of things. And Marianne says Star Trek. That's, yeah, absolutely. So have you seen, what do you think of extraterrestrial life, UFOs? And what do they call them now, the new term for UFOs, unidentified aerial phenomenon, or phenomena? Is that what it is? Unidentified aerial phenomena, something like that. Lots and lots of drones going on. We have a hidden warfare, drone warfare. I don't know what's going on in the skies. If you've seen things, let me know. It seems like reverse engineered technology to some extent. I'm no expert on that topic. It definitely, Marianne, we're not alone in the universe. There is life out there, and seems like there may be evidence of structures on Mars and evidence of structures on the moon. At least I've seen some of that evidence, and I've read various various people have shared stories about that. So it's really, really interesting. We may have some life that we're just not almost not aware of in terms of the mainstream. And it's coming out in the mainstream, and it is going to be more mainstream in the future. We're getting there. So let me know if anyone wants a reading. Please do share the show, and that's much appreciated. And as I said at the beginning of the show, like and subscribe if you haven't already, because that helps the algorithms. And let me know if you do have some questions. We are a show for readings, so welcome anyone who is new to the show. Great to see new people always. Jimmy, I think you were here last week, but I'm not sure I remember where you are from. So Jimmy, let me know where you're from. I think it was Texas or something like that, but I could be completely wrong. Florida, Texas, so many states. Anything from me, please. That's a bit general, Aura. Any specific question that something maybe you're struggling with, or you would like to understand with greater depth, or with some insight, or you would like to just expand. But we're going to ask the cards. Jimmy says anything with the career, please. And Jimmy, just let me know where you are in the world, because I would love to know where you are. Aura, anything? All right, so Aura, let's have a look. All right, so what's coming through is soul esteem, Aura. So, the people talk a lot about self-esteem. I prefer soul esteem. So it's just feeling like you're a little questioning of your soul. That it's really important that you shift your perspective, Aura. And soul esteem, it's for me, a beautiful concept. So what is soul esteem to you? This is what comes through. It's a type of spiritual confidence, of following your heart and soul's desires, living the life you were destined to live. And it's kind of like it requires a bit of expansion right now. Out of, we all live in a little bubble. We all have limitations that are mostly self-created, things that, we can only do this, we can only do that. Our bubble is how we've perceived the world and kind of been indoctrinated into this reality. The true reality is that this bubble doesn't exist. The whole universe is kind of open to us to experience. And so that's really important, that you open up these pathways to soul esteem. And there's certain practices I recommend. I would say a bit more training, pushing through limitation, physical exercise, getting more sleep, breathing more, being grateful. January 2025, I would say decluttering is really important. So soul esteem, I would say really shifting your perspective on the world, activating your ability to heal, because I get in your pathway, two things are blocking you, and both of them are linked. And those things are indecision and anxiety and indecision. And both of them are like this web that is, it's very real to you, but it's also completely not real. It's just like, that is a little illusion that you are. And we all like that. We're stuck in our own illusions. We get stuck in our own illusions. The illusions have a hold over us, have a power over us. which we give them because we believe in them. We believe these limiting ideas about ourselves, limiting beliefs about ourselves. So this is holding you back, anxiety and indecision. The gateway out of that, the way towards happiness, towards healing and liberation is soul esteem, is building up this this awareness of the soul, awareness of your soul, of really realizing on a deep level that you are a soul located in a body, a soul located in a body, and that soul has great strength, ability. That's an inner sun, an inner star, an inner sun. That is an elevating and powerful energy within your body, within your being, within your heart, within each part of you, aura. And everything you do that essentially is healthy, like I was mentioning, things like exercise and healthy foods, breathing deeply, being grateful, plenty of sleep, decluttering, all these things are going to shift your perspective on yourself and shift your perspective on your life. Perhaps sometimes your soul needs a bit of a rest. It needs some spaciousness aura. So there is a pathway to all the happiness you want outside or beyond the limitations you are seeing or experiencing in this little bubble that you have, aura. So it's out there for you. Take little steps. Health is really important. So everything you can do to discipline your life with healthy habits. So healthy habits to build soul esteem. That is the important message coming through for you, aura. So thank you. Good luck to you, aura. And Jimmy is in New York. New York. Oh, Jimmy, didn't you say? Oh, there was Marianne. Marianne said she was in the city that never sleeps. So New York, Jimmy. Which part of New York? And welcome, Jamie. How do you say your name? I'm not sure if it's Jamie or anything about what. Marianne, I need to know how long it will take for my sisters to move into a new apartment. I need to know when I babysit their cats. Aura says thank you so much, and thank you, Aura. Please do share the show, and great to see you. And how do you say your name? Is it Jamie Squamish? So that is Canada, British Columbia. So welcome to the show. Great to see you. I haven't seen you before, and I'm really think I'm getting your name completely wrong. And even where you come from, I'm like, what? Squamish? That is pretty awesome. And Jamie, that's great to see you, all the way from British Columbia. So Jimmy wanted to know, and Irene is there. Hey, what is coming to me this February? Welcome to the show, Irene. I hope you are smiling and good. And Jamie says I got it right, so that's good to know. I got something right. So Jamie wants to know a bit more. Let's have a quick look at Jimmy. Would like to know some insight about his career. New York. Jimmy. All right. Well, your prices have gone a bit crazy in New York. I'm seeing some like a new spirit starting in New York of innovation, of entrepreneurship. It feels like, all right, we are. It's almost like rebuilding. We're rebuilding the dream. So in the short term, there's going to be building projects. There's going to be things shifting forward. It feels like you're energetically on. It's almost like it's something that's tying you up. It's like, ooh, and I feel this is linked to brokenheartedness. This is linked to some sense of loss in your life, Jimmy, and that is influencing how you see the world. It's influencing your mindset. It's creating a sense of sort of one step forward, one step back, a sense of indecision as well. There is a variety of options open for you, and do see that clearing away this emotional debris is going to shift things forward. So what I see for you that's going to help is ecstatic dancing, which is very much the vibe of music. I see that as being very helpful for you, very liberating for you, like at a soul level, at a deep level. That's going to really shift things forward, get you into the music of life, the musicality of life, get you into the vibe. So that's what I'm saying for you, Jimmy. Jimmy, get into the musicality of life, get into the vibe, get into the motion. Beautiful. All right. So Jimmy says it's getting crazier. Yes. So we were looking at Jamie. Anything specific, Jamie? Anything that you would like to know? All right. Let's have a look. Okay, we're getting Jamie. And Jamie says, Jimmy says, that's exactly how I feel. Great, thank you, Jimmy. Jamie says, Jamie. All right, I'm being a bit silly here, Jamie, but I feel like you can understand. All right, I'm seeing like you kind of, there's definitely a lot of thinking going on. I think there may be it's a female around you. I could even be referring to you, but I think this is someone outside of you. Lots of thinking, analysis. I see you walking away from something, Jamie. It's like, all right, time to move on. So there's a walking away, there's a shifting. And I'm seeing a journey. I'm seeing you going on a journey. You're definitely here to experience new things in 2025. It's like opening up to the universe in a new way, in something that's been holding you back in a way, or just keeping you slowing you down. And there's this journey coming up. It's freedom. So I'm seeing a lot of new energy coming into your life, which is it's gonna be adventurous, and I see you really happy with that. So things are moving for you. It's certainly a time of new experiences, Jamie. So I'm excited about that. It's sometimes we have to close a door in order to open new ones, and I'm seeing a lot of brightness and happiness out there for you, Jamie. So thank you. And Jessica, welcome, Jessica. And I like the waterfalls. Where is that? So beautiful waterfalls. That looks fun. Is it safe where it looks like you're on a boat? That's really interesting. Jamie says, thank you. Irene, what's going on? Anything particular? That picture is quite serious. So how's it going with you, Irene? Marianne, I need to know how long it will take for my sisters to move into a new apartment. I need to know when to babysit their cat. All right, so that's an interesting question. How long it will take to move? So I don't understand the babysitting the cat. And Sin says, hi Sin, welcome to the show, welcome all the new people, and thank you for sharing, everyone, and it always helps to get new people. Assel, welcome, are you there? Assel, how are you doing? How's your week been? Where were we? We were looking at Marianne. I don't know if that's a real question, Marianne. I don't understand you asking about babysitting their cat. Keep him out of the way during the process. I'm not sure what you're asking me, Marianne. Babysitting the cat, I'm a little bit confused. Sin wants to know, may I ask? That's not a question. May you ask what? May I ask? May you ask what? Yes, I answer a question with a question. Yes, I swam the Minas Vias waterfall close to CD Valles San Luis. My pronunciation is not so good. Sorry, Jessica. You are welcome here, David. I like it a lot over there. I love water. Well, beautiful. How's studying, Jessica? Thank you for the invitation. Sin would like a reading. Anything specific, Sin? Is your name Sin? Or Marianne, if they're moving lots of stuff, he could escape. Sin, like, how does Ash feel towards me? So I don't really understand what you're asking me, Marianne. It seems like, that's quite, I don't really understand. So if you could rephrase that. Like, how does Ash feel towards me? All right. How does Ash feel towards me? How do you feel that Ash feels towards you? How do you want Ash to feel towards me? I always believe in authenticity and open communication, and not influencing people in a way that's not helpful for them. In a way that's manipulative. But it's always a dance. Each relationship is a dance, and we do have needs as human beings. We have dependencies. We all depend on each other, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's we all work in synchrony. We do rely on other people, which is part of what makes us human. It's a community-oriented species. Even people who live alone, generally, they have some needs that are met by other people. Occasionally you get people who are able to be completely isolated and live alone, but it's very unusual, very, very unusual. Generally people rely on others, even if it's through, getting electricity, getting internet, getting all these things. That's relying on systems and people to support those systems. So we are interdependent, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. Maybe good thoughts. All right, so I'm seeing a positive energy here, Sin. I'm seeing, but it's like there's a lot of, it's almost like there's a bit of a battlefield. So the energy in the relationship is quite intense, really, Sin. That's what I'm seeing. It's like quite intense, but the emotions are strong. The emotions are strong. But you're kind of struggling with that. You're not sure if that is the type of energy you want to experience. It's definitely intense. There's an intense energy going on, and I'm seeing anxiety, and I'm seeing hostilities. So Sin, you say you're not in contact, all right? This is interesting. Yeah, there's definitely interesting cards. It's anxiety. There's a hostile energy, but there's a sense of being victorious. So I would say there's definitely a powerful energy between you. a powerful energy. So that's what's coming out with all these cards. It's complex, I would say, but there's a powerful energy you have between you. But I think it's almost like burning. It's too much burning, too much intensity here, too much fire. So the energy I get is fire, 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 and it's too much fire. So that's what I get for you, Sin. I would say you have passion there, but it's messy. It's so thank you for that, Sin. Marianne, I would love to block him from being a Houdini. Heska, great. Miles, but he has ruined furniture. All right. So you're talking about the cat? And yeah, it's just, Marianne, it's a bit unclear exactly how I can answer that kind of question about the. All right, so anyone else got questions, want to say something, want to ask me anything? I think Irene, you wanted to ask me about February, just catching up on the comments, and let's have a look for you, Irene. Let's have a look at February. Okay. All right, so I'm seeing that you're struggling with a lot of choices at the moment, Irene, in February. It just feels like things are swirling around you. I really recommend practices like yoga would be really good for you. And I'm seeing just start to take more steps in a new direction. So I'm seeing a new direction, and you're taking new steps and invoking the energy of grace. Seeing this very strongly, Irene. Manifesting, invoking, it's like setting a tone, setting an energy of grace. I see that moving through you strongly, which is a beautiful energy, Irene. It's a very it's a very high octane, or not high octane, but very high vibration energy. I'm seeing it's like things are a struggle for you, and it's like but then you're rising above. So things are a struggle, and then you're rising above. I wouldn't say you're bypassing, but I would say the way through this is through action, little steps. So taking little steps in a new direction, that's going to move things forward, shift them forward for you, Ari. Just keep moving, taking little steps forward in February. You are going to feel some turbulence, it's like the rain clouds coming over you. But invoke the energy of grace. Invoke the energy of grace, and you will be able to pass through this almost not completely effortlessly, but more effortlessly, Irene. So whatever comes your way, just take it easy on yourself. Rest if you need to. Don't take life too seriously, Irene. Remember, you do have an important mission on the planet, and always you can rise above and invoke the energy of grace. So thank you, Irene. And Kim, let's have a look. Kim, let's have a look for you. All right. All right. So we are definitely encouraged at the moment to connect to other people. I'm feeling like this will really support you. People that old friends. I'm feeling like this is just gonna. It's just gonna help ground you, balance you, bring things. Bring things, I would say, to fruition. Bring things into balance for you, Kim. I'm seeing that you are needing a lot of strength, and calling in the angel strength is gonna help support you at the moment. Bringing this, it's almost like a lion or a lioness, bringing all, whatever of these animals you relate to, like a hawk, but I like a lioness. Like it's a kind of I can get through anything. It's a kind of it is a fiery kind of energy. So bringing in the angel of strength is going to keep things together. We're definitely reaching out to old friends. I am seeing a gathering at the moment. I'm seeing a gathering, and it's kind of that energetically that's going to help ground you. Having that gathering and being around other people, it's gonna help. So if there are any times to attend various communal events, like going to listen to the choir, or that's gonna help you. It just feels like getting out of your own space is important. Expanding your circle of friends, your circle of influence, and getting interacting with other people is important. But generally, I am seeing the world card. I'm seeing you reaching out. I'm seeing. Let's just have a look at this world card. It's like this is a card of expansion, of opening up. It's kind of seeing opening up your perspective to the world. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to travel throughout the world. It just means that you're opening up to more possibilities. So this is really reminding you to expand your vision and see the world's a wide open place. It's a wide open place. So that's encouraging you to sort of open up your vision, see a greater perspective, a higher perspective, see a bigger view, instead of getting kind of stuck in this kind of narrow energy. Open up. So that's really going to help, Kim, and good luck to you, and lots of love to you. Jessica, how are you? I've got a bit of a headache, Jess. A bit of tension right here in the neck. Are you traveling soon? Let's see. I just talked to Kim about the world, opening up the perspective, and for me, the same message, opening up the perspective. I haven't been to Kashmir. No. Have you been to Kashmir? Do you want to go to Kashmir? That's very interesting part of the world. I would love to go to Nepal, or so definitely Nepal, the Himalayas. I think that would be really something I'm drawn to. Irene says thank you. Kim says thank you. Saying thank you as well. Yeah, so here we are. It's the 5th of February in Australia. For many of you, it's the 4th of February. So before you, after you, all these different timelines going on, and lots of energy in the universe. Jessica wants to go to the Valley of Flowers. Well, how beautiful is that? The Valley of Flowers. And what would you like to experience in the Valley of Flowers? It would be really intriguing to visit something so different, I would say. So I have been to India before, but I don't know too much about this part of India. I do believe I do believe that, you know, you want to go in a certain time when the flowers are blooming. So, you know, the time of year you travel there could be significant. I think now's a good time to be in the Valley of Flowers in India. So that's interesting, Jessica. You're drawn there. Tell me more. See all the variety of flowers and animals that live there. It looks amazing. What's drawing you to there? Because I see that this is definitely calling you. The Valley of Flowers. Is anyone else being drawn to a certain part of the world, a certain destination? You know, it could be like even the Egyptian pyramids. That's something interesting. And it's interesting because when you mention the Valley of Flowers, I had a profile picture for quite a while, for a few years, with the Valley of Flowers in the background. So although I haven't actually been there, I was in the photograph, I was like, put my photo over the Valley of Flowers in the background. So I have that connection, Jessica. So interesting you mentioned. Marianne says that she had a past life there. That's amazing, Marianne. So you can remember that. I would love to know more about that, Marianne. That is amazing. Jessica says, I saw a BBC show showing it. So Marianne's been to Egypt and India in terms of your past lifetimes. So you're not referring to Valley of Flowers specifically, just being in India. And I'm sure that's really cool, Egypt and India. Or are you saying you want to go to Egypt or India? I think I said anywhere that you're drawn to, and I think that's maybe what you're answering, Marianne, Egypt and India. I've been to Egypt and India, and I'd say, you know, India is very big, and I've just seen a little bit. So wherever you go, it's like, you know, Australia as well is very big. You can just go to a little bit part, and you're still like, oh, I want to see this, I want to see that. So really depends. Historical figure with Julius Caesar draws me. How interesting. I'm very intrigued by past lifetimes, future lifetimes. I find that really, really interesting. The Valley of Flowers. Yeah, really special. Very, very special. All right. Well, it looks like we are coming to the end of the show. Thank you for everyone for liking, for sharing, for being here again, and sharing your insights, sharing your life with me. And it's always much appreciated to see you all. And I will see you next week. Have a beautiful week. Please do follow the YouTube channel, and much appreciated for you being here. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And goodbye.